Hi class, and welcome to Slab Lesions 101. We're going to start out with our mechanism of injury.
You make me for real!
Is this Miss Manley?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, this is Caleb, and Seth hurt his shoulder.
What? He was supposed to help me move in 3 hours.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Wait! Miss Manley, we got it under control. Dude, we can call Adrian.
Alright, Caleb, where's he at?
It's right there.
Hey, Seth, buddy, what happened, man?
Oh man, I messed up my shoulder.
Yeah, you okay?
Yeah, I'm alright.
Alright, let's sit you up, man. Alright, go and stand up for me, and we'll have you sit off the end of this table. So what happened?
Well, I was just standing there giving a presentation when this crazy UMHB football player came out of nowhere and just tackled me.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so how'd you fall? Did you fall on your shoulder, your elbow, your hand?
I fell on my hands.
Okay, kind of
just like
just
like that.
They're outstretched in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what's your pain? 0 to 10, 10 being the worst.
10 being the worst, I'd say it's about a 7 right now.
Okay.
It hurt a lot more when it happened.
And where's all your pain?
Right in here.
Okay,
Right in the anterior shoulder.
Alright, you ever hurt this shoulder before?
I hurt it back in high school.
Okay. What did you do back in high school to injure it?
I was the pitcher for the baseball team.
Okay.
And the doctor said it was just an overuse injury and that it would heal over time.
Alright, bro, we'll take a good look at you.
Alright.
Alright, Caleb, why don't you come over here and we'll take a look at some of the bones. Let me put my x-ray specs on and we'll get started. The first prominent bone here is the acromion process. A little bump right here that forms from an extension off the spine of the scapula, which runs from here, coming up to form the acromion. And the body of the scapula actually comes all the way down here, coming back up. And we have the head of the humerus, which lies about right here, and as well as the clavicle, or the collarbone in layman's terms. And we also have, if we come a little bit more anterior, we have the coracoid process. Right in there.
Man, why you gotta be drawing up all over me like this?
Oh, that's my bad. I guess I could have just used George here.
Yeah, you could have just used George.
Oh well. Now that we're done looking at the bones, let's take a little deeper look. And look at some of the muscles.
How about not?
I guess we could just draw them on you like always.
Yeah, let's just draw them on. Let's draw them on.
Alright, so taking a closer look at this shoulder, the most obvious muscle on the outside is the deltoid, which is kind of a fan-shaped muscle, and it actually covers the whole entire shoulder on the lateral side. And then you always hear about the rotator cuff, which is a group of 4 muscles that kind of suck the head of the humerus into the glenoid fossa. And the first muscle is the supraspinatus, which runs through right in here and attaches onto the head of the humerus, right there. That's the supraspinatus, which comes above the spine of the scapula. We have the infraspinatus, which comes right below the spine of the scapula and attaches on the head of the humerus. And right below the infraspinatus is the teres minor, a little muscle that kind of jets off, coming right off the scapula as well and attaches on the head of the humerus. And the fourth rotator cuff muscle lies actually underneath the scapula, subscapularis, which is kind of actually hard to palpate. Some of the other musculature in the shoulder area, we have the teres major, which lies underneath the minor, which is kind of a bigger muscle, which actually attaches on the humerus as well. Then you have your big lat that kind of fans out down here. And then in the front portion of the shoulder, we have the pec major, which attaches on, it's kind of like a fan-shaped muscle, attaches on the head of the humerus. And then in the arm, we have obviously the biceps brachii here, which actually originates in the forearm, but actually, inserts on the forearm, but originates up in the shoulder. And then in the posterior side of the arm, we have the triceps brachii here, which attaches on the scapula. And then to end off at the very top, we have the trapezius, the upper part of the trapezius, which comes down and attaches on the scapula.
Man, that sure is a lot of ink on my shoulder.
Yeah, it is. I guess we could always just look at the chart over there.
We could have looked at the chart, Adrian. We could have looked at the chart.
Oh well. Now what's going to happen here is the quarterback of the shoulder is the acromion process, and what he's going to do, he's going to scramble around the deltoid looking for his receivers to open up here in the upper traps and in the pecs. Now, when the quarterback scrambles, he's going to bootleg out to the outside. He's going to look for that post route coming here to the touchdown, and he's going to throw the ball, and if the receiver catches the ball in the end zone, it's going to be a touchdown. Oh, boom!
And what does this have to do with my shoulder injury?
Absolutely nothing. Boom! All right, buddy, now let's try a special test on you. We'll call this one O'Brien's. Okay, when you pull your arm straight up in front of you, give me a thumbs down. Hold it right there for me, okay? Come on, hold it, you pansy. Come on, you pansy. All right, relax. How was your pain with that?
About a 9.
About a 9. All right, give me a thumbs up here.
Okay.
Hold it there. Any pain?
Not so much.
Not so much. Not as bad as the first time.
No, definitely not.
Well,
as
you
bad
probably
as the
got a
first time.
slap tear. That's what the O'Brien's test is testing for.
Is that all? That's all we had to do?
That's all we had to do. None of the other stuff was necessary.
None of the drawing all over my arm is necessary?
No, but it was fun, wasn't it?
Not as much as you think.
Well, that's okay. So what we'll do from there is we'll give you some ice. We can rest you, give you some NSAIDs. We'll get you scheduled for an MRI just to confirm our diagnosis.
All right, thanks, Adrian.
No problem.
All right, class. Welcome to Slap Legions 101. We'll start out with the mechanism of injury. Oh, is this Miss Manley?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, this is Caleb, and Seth hurt his shoulder.
What? He was supposed to help me move in 3 hours.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
Wait.
Miss Manley, we got it under control.
Caleb, we can call Adrian.
All right, let's do a special test on you then. Okay.